In the mid-1800s, the American dream was a wild, lawless frontier. But while thousands were chasing gold in California, one man in Cleveland, Ohio was looking at something much darker and far more valuable: black gold. His name was John D. Rockefeller. He wasn't just a businessman, he was a master of efficiency who would become the wealthiest individual in modern history. This is the story of how a son of a traveling con artist transformed himself into the man who powered the Industrial Revolution and became America's first billionaire. Rockefeller's genius wasn't in drilling for oil, it was in refining it. In the early days, the oil industry was a chaotic mess of boom and bust. Rockefeller hated waste. In 1870, he founded Standard Oil. While his competitors threw away the waste byproducts of refining, Rockefeller found ways to sell them as paraffin, petroleum jelly, and even paving materials. He famously said, "The person who starts simply with the idea of getting rich won't succeed. You must have a larger ambition." But Rockefeller wasn't just about efficiency, he was about total control. He began a ruthless campaign of horizontal integration, buying up every rival refinery he could find. If a competitor refused to sell, Rockefeller would use his massive scale to negotiate secret rebates with the railroads, making it impossible for anyone else to ship their oil at a profit. By the time he was 40, Standard Oil controlled 90% of all the oil in the United States. He created the Trust, a massive corporate structure that was so powerful it eventually forced the U.S. government to rewrite the laws of the land. In 1911, the Supreme Court ordered the breakup of Standard Oil into 34 smaller companies we know today as ExxonMobil, Chevron, and BP. Ironically, this breakup made Rockefeller even richer as the value of the individual pieces skyrocketed. At his peak, his wealth accounted for nearly 2% of the entire U.S. economy. Adjusted for inflation, he was worth over $400 billion, more than double the net worth of today's richest tech moguls. But there was another side to the man the papers called a robber baron. In his later years, Rockefeller gave away over $500 million, founding the University of Chicago and the Rockefeller Foundation, which helped eradicate hookworm and yellow fever. John D. Rockefeller defined the American century. He showed that with cold calculation and relentless discipline, a single person could organize an entire continent's resources. He remains a controversial figure, a man who was both a ruthless monopolist and a visionary philanthropist. His legacy is the modern world itself. Every time you start a car or turn on a light, you are touching the empire that Rockefeller built.